Hey guys, this is Zach from Say What Zach here. So we are filming from Chicago, Illinois, or I guess Rosemont more than Chicago. We're just outside the city because we went to the Chicago Wolves game tonight and doing the review from the hotel room. This is all the AHL and NHL action in one board because it's late and it's easier to do both of them at once instead of do two separate boards right now. So you're getting a little bit more of a mashed together quick version of this because we're tired. We've been up since 9 a.m. and it's now past midnight or 1 a.m. in Chicago, so it's been a long day. So I'm trying to make this quick for everybody. So, first game for the AHL, because we know AHL than AHL. Yeah, the Chicago Wolves taking on the Manitoba Moose, which is the game that me and Kitty Commentary went to. We will be doing the arena review for that shortly. Again, that will come out on Thursday, such as our schedule has been laid out in front of you guys for the last couple of videos. I've had it kind of laid out, and I'll keep having that at the bottom of the board when I get back to the studio and we have that set up. The Wolves win 5-2. Two empty netters for the Wolves tonight to make it, again, the Manitoba Moose make it close, but the Wolves get those two empty netters, get a big win for them. Again, they need those wins against a division team that's lower in the rankings, and you could tell the difference. It's really cool to go there and watch the games because you could see the difference. You can tell who was in the playoffs and who wasn't just by the kind of way they were playing. Manitoba got desperate at the end. That's the only reason they made it close, but the Wolves definitely outplayed the Manitoba Moose this whole game. So big win for the Wolves over the Manitoba Moose. The Sound Tigers beat the Scranton Penguins 3-2 in a shootout. So again, the Sound Tigers pretty much just playing spoilers at this point. They're not going to make the playoffs. They are just playing spoilers, and that's a big loss for the Penguins. And I'm going to say this real quick because I just noticed. Yeah, so this game is slightly cut off because I couldn't quite get the board and everything quite positioned right. So I'm just going to tell you that one. It's pretty lopsided. And again, you see the Milwaukee Admirals, so you can kind of guess who won that one anyways. Well, that'll happen in a minute. Springfield beats the Wolfpack 2-0. So again, big win for this the Thunderbirds because they lost yesterday to the Wolfpack. So to go 1-1 is not bad against one of the top teams in the division. The Americans beat the Devils, which is a good big win for the Americans. They are going on, I think, a 3-4 game winning streak now, which they definitely needed for where they are in the standings. They are second in the division. They definitely need to keep that up because, again, this team, the Sabres and the Americans both need something to look forward to, and their fan base needs something. Maybe the Americans can show that they have some prospects that Buffalo could use. Providence beats Syracuse 6-2. Again, big win for Providence. They lost yesterday against Syracuse. Good bounce back game for them. The Ontario Reign beat the San Diego Gulls 5-4 in overtime. So again, the Gulls won last night. They've been on a pretty good winning streak as of late. Ontario, again, also doing very good. So again, two good teams playing well. They both get points. Obviously, the Reign get the extra one. It's going to be a fun stretch down the stretch here. Good push towards the playoffs here to see these teams play. And I'm losing my voice, so sorry if it sounds really soft. Because again, my voice is going and I'm very tired. The game you guys can't see, Milwaukee beats the Rockford Ice Hogs. So the Rockford Ice Hogs, I feel very sorry for this team right now because they've played the Admirals, I think like 7 times in the past month, and they've been annihilated every single game. When you're playing against the top team in the league that's up by like 12 points in the next team, yeah, you're gonna have a lot of losses. And in a division that's very tight right now, that sucks for Rockford. I'm hoping that this is one of the last matchups against this team for a while because they could use some more favorable matchups than against the best team in the league right now. So that's 7-1 win for the Admirals. The Senators beat the Rockets 5-4 in overtime. So again, kind of the Senators at the top of my power rankings. They're going to pretty much stay there because they won both their games this weekend. The Phantoms beat Hershey. That was a big win for the Phantoms. Again, kind of playing spoilers at this point. Winning 3-0. Hershey did beat them the other night, so I guess Hershey, you lose when you win one, it happens. The Phantoms, again, playing spoilers just like Bridgeport is. Checkers beat the Toronto Marlies 4-3. Again, Toronto Marlies won yesterday. They lose today, so not really sure I'm going to do the Toronto Marlies. It was a big win yesterday. Come back and lose today. Don't know how much that's going to affect them in the power rankings, but we'll see. The Cleveland Monsters beat the Utica Comets 3-2. So again, Utica won last night against the Monsters. Monsters win tonight. So 1-1. We'll see how that really affects the power rankings as well. The Heat beat the Condors 4-1. So again, big win for the Heat, especially with the Roadrunners kind of flaking out at this point. Yeah, the Heat are definitely in a position to take this division right now. And the last game of the night was the Eagles taking on the Roadrunners. The Eagles won 3-2 in a shootout, so the Roadrunners do get a point, but Stockton is pulling in close, and the Eagles are also starting to get close. So I can definitely see the Roadrunners dropping pretty far in this division. So that is your American Hockey League review. We'll jump into the NHL now. Again, a lot of games on, so I was lucky to fit this all on board because I only brought one board with me. The Rangers beat the Red Wings 1-0. So to my surprise, the Red Wings only allowed 1 goal. So that's a positive. Again, they didn't get annihilated, I guess. That's good. No surprise there. Rangers win both games. And again, the Red Wings suck. Moving on. Buffalo beats the Columbus Blue Jackets 2-1. Again, kind of playing more of an upset team now. Buffalo with pretty much being out of the playoffs. It's a big win to beat Columbus, who is trying to get points to stay in that position. We'll see what happens as it goes on, because again, there's a lot of teams fighting for that last playoff spot between Toronto, Columbus, Carolina, and Philadelphia. Which one of those teams does win tonight? Columbus beats the Florida Panthers. Sorry, not Columbus. Montreal beats the Florida Panthers 4-0. So big win for Montreal as well. Florida coming off the All-Star break. Maybe this is just them kind of getting rid of some of that cold off of their All-Star break. Hopefully, because they came out, they were very hot going into that break. You don't want to see a team kind of die out after the break. Dallas beats New Jersey 3-2 in overtime. So again, big win for Dallas. And again, Devils are pretty much trying to play spoilers, which I think are some of the best teams to watch because they have nothing to lose. They can throw it all on the ice. And you win, awesome. You help kind of ruin someone else's playoff hopes. You lose, what else is new, right? So it's kind of fun to watch some of those teams play against. Some of these teams are desperately trying to get points. So 3-2 in overtime, Dallas wins. Chicago beats Arizona 3-2 in a shootout. Again, Arizona having a lot of problems, just like the Roadrunners. So both Arizona teams are struggling right now. Boston beats Minnesota 6-1. So Minnesota, again, their playoff hopes are dwindling very quickly. Again, you're playing against one of the best teams in the East, though, so a little give and take. But yeah, Minnesota's starting to fall pretty far out of that playoff picture. Toronto beats Ottawa 2-1. Again, very close game. I think this one actually went to overtime. I don't think I saw that. Sorry. I think it does go to overtime. Mitch Marner, I believe, gets the game winner in this one. So again, big win for Toronto. They do move into a playoff spot, I believe. With Florida losing, I believe they are now third in that division. Again, I don't have the standings right in front of me, but I believe they do. So they avoid the dreaded, I guess, trap game of Ottawa and get into a playoff spot. Vancouver beats New York Islanders 4-3 very early today. Again, I was on the road getting to Chicago, so I didn't do a review earlier. 4-3 overtime win for Vancouver, who is probably one of the hottest teams in the league right now. Winnipeg beats St. Louis 5-2. St. Louis, again, coming off that All-Star break, very cold. They are not looking good. Something's wrong with St. Louis. Maybe it's the Stanley Cup hangover finally hitting them. Who knows? But St. Louis needs to figure this out. Philadelphia wins 6-3 over the Colorado Avalanche. So Philadelphia, again, moves into, I think, the other wild card spot. Again, don't have the standings in front of me, but that's a big win for Philadelphia. They need those wins. And a big loss for Colorado, who has a chance of catching a very cold Blues team right now. Vegas beats Nashville 3-0. So again, Vegas desperately needing those points. Nashville also needed points, but getting shut out is not a good way to go about that. They had a couple game winning streak, had a potential of moving very close to a playoff spot within 1 or 2 points. That loss is huge, especially because it's one of the teams we're trying to catch in the wild card. And then the game of the night, the Battle of Alberta. Edmonton and Calgary. There was a lot of fun. We caught this at the bar we went to after the game, some of it. Massive fights broke out. Goalie fight between Mike Smith and Cam Talbot. Mark Giordano punched the crap out of some people. Matthew Tkachuk got some fighting minutes in there. And then there was a crap ton of goals. 8-3 is your final for Edmonton. So McDavid gets a couple of goals. The Oilers do get 2 goals really quick in this game. Yamamoto and I think Cassian both get goals in the first few minutes. And again, just massive fights. So again, if you can check out any of the highlights from the Battle of Alberta, definitely check them out because these games are a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to the last matchup of the season. I don't remember when that is, but it's going to be a fun one to watch because these two teams are fighting for playoff spots and positioning, and they hit each other. So the Battle of Alberta is definitely in full swing once again. So that is all your... Oh, no, not all of them. There's 2 more. Sorry, again, a little tired. Anaheim Ducks beat the LA Kings 3-1. Again, I guess it's good for California teams to be able to say they beat the other California teams. They're all pretty much out. Then Tampa goes in and shuts out the Sharks, pretty much completely destroying any hope they had of maybe having a chance in the playoffs. So now it's officially, hopefully we can get a draft pick out of somebody here. Tampa wins that one 3-0, and that's all your NHL goals, or all your NHL scores for the night. Again, that's for February 1st, which is Saturday. And yeah, we're coming from Chicago, so Thursday we'll have the arena review for the Chicago Wolves All-State Arena, and tomorrow we'll have all the NHL updates for you as well from the hotel. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. This is Zach from Say What Zach. Give us a like and subscribe if you enjoy the stuff, and I will talk to you guys again very soon.